Hello, hello, hello. So, this is my blind reaction to this situationship video. Um, so let's get into it.
You guys were freaking out about why I stayed in his room when he wasn't there. Basically, when we'd had our talk before he left, I had been in his room and I was really upset, so he gave me his keys to his room so I could stay there for a minute because I
You
was
know
like
what?
on my
I
mask.
feel like we're missing a lot of context here. So, let's find the part one and then we'll go back. Okay, so this is the part one, and let's strap in.
Let's share our Valentine's Day horror stories. I'll start. So, there's a guy I've been talking to for like 5 months. We're basically dating. Everyone thinks we're dating. Everyone just assumes we're dating because we're always together. I've been staying at his place for the last like 3 weeks. Like, whatever. I'm in love with him. I have been for months. He's aware of that. Everyone's aware of that. He doesn't want a relationship or isn't ready for a relationship. So I'm like, okay.
I wish people would start saying, like, I don't want one with you instead of being like, oh, I'm not ready. You ready, but not with her.
So I'm just waiting. We're together 24/7. We're basically dating. Like, we are. And
No.
so 3 weeks ago, I said, I'm done waiting in a minute. So I said, give him an ultimatum. I said, if we're not dating by Valentine's Day, we're done. Like, I'm not adding you. Like, I can't be in contact with you. Mind you,
I think she shouldn't have told him, like, oh, if you don't do this by this date, then I'm leaving and we're not going to be together. She should have just had that in her head and then see what he does without her input and then act accordingly.
you, we're both in the same program at our college, and it's very small. It's professional golf management.
See, it's always college people. I mean, it's because you don't really know no better. But I'm like, did nobody tell you? I think for my next one, I want to do someone who's like an adult because most adults they like have gotten out of this phase.
And so we're both in the same friend group. We go to every single class together, every single seminar, every single meeting for like our major, whatever.
I think he's sick of her. That's the thing. He can't get away from her. She's everywhere. I think she needs to make herself a little more scarce, and he will be like, "Oh, okay. I don't get to see her that much, and I miss her." She hasn't given him room to given him room to miss her because she's just all under him all the time.
So I would see him every single day because I have PGM every single day. So I'm like, my mindset, I'm like, if we're not dating, we're done. Valentine's Day comes around. Nothing. I get up before him to start getting ready, and then I wake him up like a couple minutes later, like 10 minutes later. And so he comes in the bathroom and he like gives me a hug and kiss, whatever. And he's like, Happy Valentine's Day. And I'm like, thank you. Like, where's my flowers? Anyway, so I like, we like go throughout our day, whatever. It's like almost 5. Nothing. So finally, I like go to see him like our other friend's room. I was in my girlfriend's room, and then he had pink and red roses for me because pink is my favorite color. I was like, oh yay, like let's go put them in my room. Like he's gonna ask me to be his girlfriend. Like yay. Get upstairs, put the flowers down. Yay, whatever. We're just sitting on the couch, whatever. He goes, so I've been thinking, and I go, okay. And he's like, oh yes. Also, in this summer, we're both gonna be in Connecticut on internship for our program. We're gonna be 10 minutes away from each other at country club, so we're gonna be spending the whole summer together. He was like, hey, I've been thinking and I don't think I'm ready yet. I think I want to wait till summer and then I'll ask you out. I was like, summer. He's like, yeah, it's only 3 more months. And I'm like, it's been 5 though. I was like, yeah, I know. Like, I'm so sorry to do this to you. Like, if you can hear people, I'm in his room in his athlete dorm. So the football players are really loud. No hate. It's kind of entertaining listening to the conversations, but if you can hear something, that's what it is. Anyway, so I'm like, 3 more months. Like, I can't do this. So I'm like,
That's called he is stringing you along. Like, if he's not ready now, in 3 months, he's gonna give you the same line, like, "Oh, 3 more months or one more day."
bawling my eyes out because this man is the love of my life. Like, I literally would marry him right now. And so I'm like, what do I do? Because, like, I was expecting either a yes or a no. I was expecting a yes.
And that was a no. That was a no.
Because earlier that week, parents' weekend, he introduced me to his parents, took me out to dinner with his family. So it's like, this man's gonna ask me out because he's a big family guy, and so he doesn't just like take people to like girls out to dinner with his family. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, what are you thinking? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not thinking. And And so I'm really upset, and I'm like texting all my friends, and so whatever. He goes to let one of our buddies into the dorm with my key card, and because we live in different buildings. And he comes back up, we're sitting in bed, I'm just like crying. Also, I lost my nose ring last night, but whatever. And so my friend Zoe walks in. She's like, hey guys. So I kick him out. And me and Zoe are talking, and she's like, you need to be done with him, blah, blah, blah. And I know she's probably right. All my friends are right. They always say, like, you're done waiting. Like, there's a guy who won't, like, make you wait like this, whatever. But I just don't know what to do because I love him. I literally love him. I slept in his room last night. He's not even here. He's downstate and at a seminar that I didn't want to go to. So, I definitely cried myself to sleep last night.
Oh my
He
god.
really got me flowers and said, psych. Psych, you thought. I did think, actually. So, this video is so long, no one's going to watch this. But, yeah, so everyone tell me your Valentine's Day horror story so maybe I'll feel a little bit better.
Okay, so now we caught up to speed, and let's go back here.
So he had to go because he had to go to a seminar. He didn't have a choice. He obviously didn't like want to leave me there crying, whatever. The reason I slept there when he was gone is because my roommate was waking up at 5 a.m. and I didn't have class till 1:30, so I didn't want to be woken up at 5 a.m. So I just slept there because no one was home. Also, I've been living there for like the past month, so it's really not that weird. To all the comments saying, oh my god, it's so embarrassing, guys, I know it's embarrassing. Like, you don't have to tell me twice. I get walked up to and asked if I'm dating that one blonde kid every day. And what do I have to say? Actually, no. I know it's embarrassing. Trust me. Also, some of you guys were like, girl, like, you're not together. Like, he's not your man. I know. That's, like, the whole problem. Like, you don't have to tell me that twice. That's the whole reason I'm in this little conundrum, because he's not. A lot of you said, like, you're going to look back on this and be like, oh my gosh, that was so stupid. I can't believe I was hung up on him. You're right. I always do. I always, like, look back on things and I'm like, that was so stupid. But in the moment, it feels like the biggest deal in the world. But you're right. A lot of people told me to like start dating other people. I like have no desire. Like zero. I wish I did. That would make this a lot easier, I feel like. But I like genuinely don't want to see anyone else. So I got a lot of comments that were saying, oh, you're so naive, or like, I remember when I was this naive. I wouldn't really describe it as naive because I know what I'm doing. I know.
If you knew what you was doing, like, it's okay. It's okay to be young and not really know no better, because we've all been there. And when people just say like, "Oh, I've been there," they're just saying like, "Oh, I know, I know, I literally know the feeling."
Oh, I'm gonna get my heart broken. It's not like I like think he's gonna like, I don't know, be like my Prince Charming. No, like.
But you did, until he said, "Oh no, girl, I don't want to be your boyfriend."
I know this probably won't end well, but here we are. Okay. One person commented and they're like, guys, the only reason she made this video was for validation. Like, she doesn't actually care what you're saying. Actually, before I made this video, I had like 45 followers and it was just my girlfriends. And the reason I made the video was so I didn't have to explain individually to them what happened, because they were all asking, because obviously I texted all of them. I made that video so I could just be like, hey, go look at my TikTok. So, yeah, this was never meant to get so much attention. Also, for everyone saying he's gonna see it, I blocked him so he wouldn't.
But I'm pretty sure he saw it, because I think this like went viral or something.
And yeah, might delete it. Like, I don't know. I don't want him to see it. He knows it's all true. I really don't think he would care. He would just be like, bro, why'd you make a TikTok about it? I don't know. A lot of people said, stay away from PGM men. I can't, girl. I'm the only girl in my grade in PGM. And there's 2 other girls in the whole program. The rest is all guys. So for the rest of my life, I'm going to be surrounded by PGM men. And that's like what I like. Like, if a guy can beat me in golf, that's like so sexy. I love that. I'm never gonna learn. Never gonna learn. I was talking to my friends about this, and some of you were like, girl, he doesn't like you. Like, I don't know how I can explain this to you guys. Him not liking me isn't the problem, because he does, and he's told me that. It's not like I'm not trying to get him to like me, because I know he does. Also, to everyone saying he's sleeping with other girls, I don't know how you guys can understand that we're with each other 24/7. Like, I literally came back here because I have to write a paper.
But when he went on like that vacation, like, it's like not vacation, but he's out of town, What you think he doing?
And so I decided to make this TikTok because I wasn't with him. Literally, we woke up, we went to a mini seminar we had, we went back to his place after we got food, then we went to class.
I think the problem is she's like a 5-stage clinger. I feel like she just like intermixed her life with this guy. And he's like, oh my God, like, dude, you don't got nothing else to do. You're gonna know what to be. Like, you don't want to go to your own room. Like, I feel like she was like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with my friends. I'm gonna go to my own room. Like, he'd be like, oh my God, I miss you. Like, I want to see you. But she's like, oh, I basically live there. No. And if they're like freshmen in college or whatever, this is your first time like being independent and on your own, like away from your parents. And now you got someone who's just over you every second of the day. I will be mad too.
Then we went back to his place, and now I'm here about to go to the library to write this paper. He's at the golf course. Like, we're literally always together. Like, I promise you, like, ask any of my friends. Him liking me isn't the problem, and he's not sleeping with other girls. I promise. I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid. To everyone saying he's using me, I wish I could, like, get you guys to understand. It's not that. He is really close to the sister. She actually goes to the school, and we're, like, with her all the time. Like, we hang out with her and her friends all the time. I'm literally doing her nails because I do nails in case anyone's in Big Rapids and wants their nails done. I'm like, he introduced me to his parents, like, and he doesn't just do that because he's a big family guy. I don't know, guys. Honestly, there's not really an update for you. Like, we've kind of just been like doing things like normal, but I'm like serious. If he goes to spring break single, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work for me. But then it's for real gonna be like over. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you guys want me to show you how to cut a sweatshirt or do my hair or something else, I can. I don't know. It's not that hard. Wish me luck.
I don't even know what to say. She's like, oh, if it's by spring break, he's like not with me. Oh, is this him? So she's gonna wait till spring break. She hasn't made any other video. And last video that was made 5 days ago. That's so crazy. Anyway, so I guess that concludes this video, but someone says she's defending him with all her being. She can't be saved. This is her canon event. It is definitely a canon event because when you're that down bad for somebody, it just be like that. You just gotta go through it and you be like, dang, that was dumb. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.